Do you like flying? How about waiting tables? Wait. What do you think about really bad jokes? Then this is the week for you on PlayStation VR.
Theater?
No, this is the weekly wrap-up. Oh.
Fell right into it.
Right?
This is the Midnight Gamescast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight. Then we bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up.
Yep.
Hey,
that's this thing.
Now.
That's what we're doing right now. X marks the spot. Start digging. You found treasure.
Straight edge.
I want treasure.
Treasure.
Straight edge. Like Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
They're full of sugar.
Magically.
Oof, too much sugar.
Cancer.
Probably cancer.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Everything
If it is, then yeah. Every Thursday as PlayStation VR
Theater.
and every Friday as Viewer Takeover when we let you, the loyal Game Cats, take over the show.
Meow.
Oh yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
How did I forget the meow?
Right.
As always, I'm Brian Paul, and to my right, your left, the king of all VR kings, the Sofa King himself, Jeremy King.
So he's like always sitting on the sofa?
It's like
Yeah.
officially, it's like your official title is the Sofa King.
Yeah, it's alright. Too bad I didn't get to sit on the sofa too much this fucking week. Chairs are comfy though.
So
Chairs are comfy.
So apparently, Jeremy's just like, do you have a few things to get off your chest?
No, actually I did that prior to this. I'm good now.
We did. We had a little therapy session.
Little powwow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little powwow.
yeah.
Yeah. Work.
Ugh. Can we not?
No.
And to my left, you're right. The one, the only, Michelle Varicchione.
I have a title now.
Not just now. You've had a title for months. You've only
It's
recently
exciting.
started embracing it.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah.
I started embracing it on the
Verified.
Patreon episode.
Yeah.
When I realized it was actually really cool. I'll dig it.
Yeah.
I'm always curious what would happen if I just stopped talking, and I guess we just found out.
Don't you do that often? And doesn't
What's
that
your-
happen often?
What's your beef with caramel?
It's gross.
She was like, does anybody have any sugar? And I was like, I've got some M&M caramels. And she was like, I hate caramel.
I don't hate
Actually, I
it.
said I hate caramel.
Because
what I said.
you're from
Caramel.
Florida and you screw shit up from there.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Maybe you guys are screwing
Yeah, maybe
shit
How do
up.
you say it?
What?
How do you say caramel?
I say camel.
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 No one says it like you say it, Sofa King.
Yeah, I say more like
You're very Matt Damon like in that.
Michelle. But I don't, maybe she refused it because M&M with the caramel. Caramel.
That looked like it
I
hurt.
feel like we should check his pants.
in the middle, they're not very good.
What's
I've never even heard of M&Ms with.
Okay, let me tell you a story.
Like peanut M&Ms. Like
Yeah,
brief.
peanut caramel. They're not that great.
There's all sorts of M&Ms, right? The other day, Des and I were coming here after work, and we had a double episode of PlayStation VR. Why we love PlayStation VR 2. It's not the only show we do,
I know.
but it's so.
It's the only one with a swing to it.
And we didn't get here till like almost midnight, and we had a double episode to film, so we didn't get done till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But I knew that was going to be the case.
So
and
you guys needed M&Ms.
And I hadn't eaten all day, and so I had like 5 minutes before we got here, and I was like, I've got nothing, and I like ran next door, grabbed some candy.
Yeah.
And like one of the things I got was M&M caramels.
Sweet.
Other thing was Sour Patch Kids.
There was probably Sour Patch Kids involved. Extreme Sour Patch Kids.
You love
I
your
like
Sour
Swedish
Patch Kids.
fish. Swedish fish are good.
I
get
love
stuck in your
Swedish fish.
Yeah.
I don't like them getting stuck in your teeth.
I don't mind them,
Okay.
For the taste they give me.
8 goddamn minutes.
Oh,
All right.
at least. Yeah, that's right.
Where we talk about PlayStation VR games, but it takes us 8 minutes, 8 goddamn minutes to get there. This is the weekly wrap up, and
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, no.
Rock, paper, scissors. Ha.
Oh, shit.
all right,
Ooh.
she's back in the game. That was
Yeah.
a good slap.
That was a good one. I'm glad she won.
Excellent.
I'll remember next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we have some housekeeping to take care of. Make sure if you don't subscribe to the channel, then subscribe to the channel. I mean, this is
Please.
kind of common sense stuff.
Yeah.
Do it.
Some people don't have YouTube accounts. Can you believe this?
I can believe it.
I
don't have Facebook.
He's like,
I
still
would
don't
like
have a
to
YouTube
admit
account.
that I got a YouTube account as soon as I started watching your podcast
Well,
because you wanted subscribers. So
that's some good
that was
advice
the only
to
that
all
was
of our
Yeah.
the only
viewers.
reason I got a
The
YouTube account.
passerbys.
If you don't have a YouTube account,
Yeah.
make sure you create a YouTube account so you can subscribe to our channel because we talk about PlayStation VR I talk about PlayStation VR pretty much incessantly.
Oh, yeah?
And it's
This
nonstop
guy.
all the time. New videos going up pretty much daily. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on a single one. Hit that little notification bell so you get alerted when we
bell?
post a new video.
Ba-ding.
Well, it looks like a bell. It's not an actual bell. It's like an outline of a bell.
It is.
It's a nice looking bell.
I thought so. Yes. It's like a southern bell.
Southern
You
bell.
see that profile?
I do.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Also, if you like PlayStation VR like we do, make sure you go over to the PlayStation 4 community, or our PlayStation 4 community, as the PSVR without Parole Gamecats all one word.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no, we are not a bunch of furries. That was a question we got asked.
For real.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of grown men meowing at each other.
That is,
like,
we do that. It's women.
It's right, but you know, it's just she's behind the screen name, right?
Yeah.
No one knows who the second Kira 90 really is. So
That's fair.
we are not
Yeah,
a bunch
that
of
is.
furries. We are definitely screwed up, but we
Yeah.
are not specifically furries. Not all of us. There's probably a few in our group. We just
It
don't know
might
who
be.
they
I'm
are.
sure. And you know what? If that's what you're into, whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking
are
of
cool.
which, speaking of furries, Mikey Diaz.
Yeah.
I don't think Mikey Diaz is a furry.
That's not what you're getting at here.
But Michael Diaz also has a new title, and Michael because Mikey. Oh Jesus, I'm doing
You're
the
doing the
Jericho.
Jeremy.
Oh no, too much coffee. He is now forever
what
dubbed.
causes that?
He maybe like hanging out with you.
Saying things
A little
wrong.
coffee, a
Maybe.
little bit of everything.
He is forever dubbed superstar Mikey Diaz.
Oh, nice.
And this is Superstar Mikey Diaz's week of game cats. He's got some cats at home, and he sent me
Nice.
a whole pile of them. So every single
Some
episode,
cats? How many
Shit.
cats?
I don't know, a bunch of there's some cats. He sent me
bunch
a.
of cats.
What's the problem? Is he sent me a bunch of pictures, and I don't know how many cats are distributed amongst sent pictures. So it could be one cat with like 7 pictures, or
Yeah.
it could be like 3 cats with two
Okay.
each, and some extra
Math, yeah.
some extra
So it's
cat.
Mikey Diaz week.
So it's the Superstar Mikey Diaz cataclysmic
Catathon.
extravaganza week.
Mine was way
Mikey
easier
Diaz,
to say.
catastrophic fucking.
Somebody should make a graphic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And then golden
going
star
at you.
behind it.
Also, Mikey Diaz is a furry. So let's see what happened this week. Last week on the PlayStation VR front. Ooh, I like that. The PlayStation VR front.
Yes.
It's a new segment.
Yeah.
Yes. We got a bunch of
As of
awesome
now.
games. We got the Last Guardian VR experience.
We
Yes.
did.
What do we think of that? That was
Good
pretty
Loved it.
experience.
It
There
was
were
good.
colors.
That was cool. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
No, that's great.
You know what's funny about that is I was like, oh man, here we go. It's a 5-minute thing that a bunch of people on the internet are going to shit on, right? Because it's all teleportation,
moved
and
it.
there's very little to do. And then I went on Reddit, and everybody was like, this is like a PSVR system seller. Everyone needs to try this. You and me, buddy.
That was aggressive too.
Fuck. Twice.
Stop throwing.
I went to scissors.
Stop throwing scissors.
I'm not,
Scissors.
not going to happen next time.
So and everybody on Reddit was super positive about this. They're like, this is going to sell systems. This is the first thing everyone should try in VR. And I was like, it's kind of true. Because you don't need to know how to use a controller.
No,
You don't
it's
really
so
have to
easy.
do anything.
And
You're
it's
just
adorable.
Like, teleport
Yeah.
from here to there.
Yeah.
It's freaking
it
adorable.
looked great.
But he comes up in your face, and it's like,
Nozzle,
holy
nozzle.
crap!
Yeah.
And all you want to do is pet him.
Right?
Yeah. And I loved how they didn't dumb it down. Trico
Whatever.
still behaved the same way as he does
like
in the
like
actual
a
game.
stupid dog.
Like
Yeah, like an
Cute
idiot.
puppy.
Where he's like, come
Like
on.
a cute puppy, but a real stupid puppy.
Yeah.
Where you're like, come on, Rover. Come on, Rover. Come on, Rover. Rover.
Yeah.
Do
Fucking
you
come
know
on,
your name
Rover.
is
What
Rover?
the fuck? Right? I'm
Yeah.
not Rover. All right. Roll over, Rover. Oh, that would get confusing real fast.
Oh.
That would.
He'd be like, why are you saying my name so many times?
Why?
Rover, Rover, Rover.
That was like Mario.
That was
Bum,
okay.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
We also got Stranger Things VR experience.
And what did you think
We
of that,
did.
Michelle?
Didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
Why?
Didn't feel like Stranger Things. I mean, you wouldn't know if like the Christmas lights blinking.
Yeah,
There was nothing really
whatever.
going on.
It
It, was
didn't
too
look-
dark.
It looked terrible.
And
It
she, and
looked-
she was like,
it
and she's
looked
like, oh,
terrible.
Christmas lights. I'm bored.
Yeah. No, really.
Yeah, and I did.
Yeah.
And he did too.
The scares were easy to miss.
Yeah.
Easy to miss.
You
Yep.
know?
Apparently, I'm you and I both
And
missed
2
one.
spots to move to. Either way,
Yeah.
for free,
For free, shouldn't we?
whatever. You know?
We also got the Rabbit Hole, which I did a review of, and
You went down the rabbit hole.
it's only $5, and if like you just need some puzzles in your life, this one's, I mean, they're just what it is. It's like 5 puzzles.
I like puzzles.
We also got Resident Evil 7 DLC,
Yeah.
Awesome.
which is incredible. Not a Hero was free. and then End of Zoe was $15.
Yep.
Both were phenomenal. End of Zoe was strange. It played like a brawler. You played as Joe Baker. And instead of having a gun, you just punch it constantly. It was really strange, but it was also like a reminder of how beautiful this game is. It's
it still looked great, huh?
Oh, like even better than I remember it, honestly.
I didn't want to watch anything of it to get...
Oh, man.
This one's you and me.
There you go.
Oh, that's satisfying. And I'm out again for a while.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I hit both of you. I'm good.
Oh, she's like Kaiser Sose. Right. She's gone.
Just
gone.
Like that. Yep.
Dust in the wind.
She's like, I ended on a high note.
Right?
Yep.
Fuck you.
So also,
I deserve that.
Also, we got VR the Diner Duo. It's a very strange game. It's you can play it single player, but it's meant to be played 2-player, I think.
Yeah.
And Des and I spent some time with that. It's very, very interesting. One person uses the social screen and runs around as the server, and literally takes orders and goes, "Okay, this table, this person wants a burger with this."
Oh, and
this,
you're saying the orders out loud,
right.
which is
it's
confusing
so much
as
like
hell.
work.
And
but each burger has a number that references, like I want a number 3.
Yeah.
Right. And so but there's also a drink involved.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to be like, okay, as a server, you need to go get the drink and bring it back to the table. But you also have to tell Des or whoever's making your burgers, probably not Des. You're like, I need number 3 and I need 2 number 2s and 1 number 1, and then you have to remember what tables to get them to. And Des is, I got to tell you something.
He might
about
make
Des.
the burgers magical.
I got to tell you something about Des. Even as a line cook, Des is amazing. There's nothing this guy can't do. It's incredible. Like I would be like, I need 3 number 3s, and he goes, here you go. I like almost.
You're like,
did you know I need? How did that?
He's psychic.
It was amazing, and I got to say that 2-player is the way to play this. You can totally play it on your own as just the person making the burgers and doing all this stuff.
So should we?
Yeah, it's a total should we.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's a lot of fun if you have any friends or people that you don't care about because they're
What
going
if you
to
don't have
be
any
enemies. This is like, do you ever play Mario Kart and get real, real pissed off at your friends?
Yep.
This is worse. This is
really?
so much worse because now you have to work together.
Yeah.
I said 2 number 2s. Come on.
I said 2, damn it.
Right. I'm like, I don't
Why
have
aren't you
fucking
listening?
food for this table.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets real intense real fast, and if you like the person you're playing with, you soon won't.
And run, Dorothy, run.
Yeah, Run Dorothy Run.
Run
was
Dorothy
an
Run,
interesting one because we showcased it on PlayStation VR.
We did.
Theater.
And then we talked about it leading up to launch.
Yeah.
And then the launch date came and went, and it just never appeared.
Yeah.
It never materialized.
Where are you? It ran away.
It ran.
There was no running to be had.
Run, Dorothy, run. Ran too much.
Right?
Right, she like, I need a break. We're almost there,
any
but I
news
need to
about
sit
that,
down. No news about that. This is one of those games that I just fully expect. Like tomorrow, we're all gonna wake up and it's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
By the way, fourth wall. We're gonna break the fourth wall a bit. We're filming this on Monday night. Usually we film on Tuesday afternoons. So we don't know all the information we should know for a normal PlayStation VR release date episode.
Yep.
That's it.
That's true.
Luckily, I played the crap out of every possible game I could that's coming out this week.
Nice.
Because this week is a stellar week for PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
We got Accounting Plus.
Yeah.
We also got
Yep.
we also got Shooty Fruity, which is the return to greatness for our reviews. Des is back. This is his 3rd review.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
good job, Des.
And then Ultrawings also comes to the store today.
That's right.
And Roller Coaster Legends will be out, I think, later this week. I think maybe tomorrow or the next day. I can't remember. What do you think, Michelle?
I think we should begin this episode the way we begin every episode. The little game of Should We or Shouldn't We? Where we put 60 seconds on the clock, clock up on the counter, way that Jeremy and Brian likes it.
Together. We like to do it together on the table.
Bink.
Thump.
Oh, see, it was an elf penis.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time. It's almost Christmas time.
Jeremy's
And
gonna
we have
bleed
60
before the
seconds
night's out.
to tell you what we've been playing or watching and whether you should also be playing or watching.
I'm glad you
Who
said
wants
watching.
to go first? Oh no. Do we have to?
What?
Can we just pretend like he's not here? He didn't play a game this week.
Should we just pause and then we'll let him play a game real quick?
No.
I tried. It didn't happen. Can we just get it over with?
Sure.
Because I feel like it's like just ripping the tape off. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
On your mark, get set, in.
Go.
So yes, very, very busy week for Jeremy. No
God.
time at all to. I got to escape to see 2 movies though.
Like these chairs.
Busy week, but I made it to the theater twice.
At night, very late at night. Well, because people are on break, I get to spend time with people more often now at night instead of playing a game, so I haven't been around. But I saw The Disaster Artist.
Sweet.
Yes.
That's supposed to be great.
I thought it was great.
So should we?
Yes, absolutely. The acting was incredible. James Franco is always a great actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fucking great. But, yeah.
There were
Great story.
colors.
It was a good... Good story, yeah. But anyways,
I thought you saw 2 movies.
I did.
Why are you dragging this out?
Then I saw Star Wars. And I have to say, I'm not going to get rid of any spoilers. I'm going to just say,
spoilers.
personally, I didn't really like it too much.
Yeah, you're in good company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too funny and just all bedazzlement. You know?
I have 2 friends that said they loved it.
I have friends that go both ways. Also
Me too.
true. You're one of those friends.
I know.
So, man, this is going to be a polarizing movie. I'm so like I don't even care what people have to say about The Last Jedi. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I don't even care what people have to say about it today.
Yeah.
I care. I want to hear what people say about The Last Jedi in like 2-3 years from now.
Yeah.
Because do you remember when The Phantom Menace came out?
Yeah,
It was like,
sucked.
But there were a ton of people who were like, "It was amazing."
Yeah.
They left the theater. They were so hyped because
Yeah.
they'd been drinking caffeine all night, and they were just waiting in line. And they were like so excited.
Star Wars,
yeah. And then they left, and they were fantastic. And like 3
I
days
love
later,
it, but yeah.
3 days later, they saw it 3 more times, right,
Yeah.
over the course of the next 3 days, and then they were like, as it turns out, my initial reaction might have been a little
excitement,
overzealous. Yeah.
I was really just
garbage.
tired and delirious.
And so for a movie that's like so divisive right now, I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what
Yeah.
the real verdict is in like a couple weeks and a couple years.
Well, the critic reviews were so high, but then the viewer
Yeah.
reviews were like, meh.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Is there a point where they just start drawing it out too much?
there were moments of the movie that are
5 movies ago.
I
That's what
get
I'm
it,
talking about.
you know, and it works, but in the story, but I guess the director who wrote it had free reign to or like because J.J. Abrams is he there was nothing set for the future. He was just they were doing what they thought was a good movie
Right.
in the Star Wars fucking realm. But the next guy wanted free reign to be able to continue and not explore, expand new things and do what he wanted. So, I mean, all these things JJ in The Force Awakens kind of built up with Snoke and who's raised parents and all these things I'm not going to get to because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just saying he had free reign to do what he wanted with those stories. So I'm just saying some things might not be answered or go the way you wanted or have much substance to them. I just think that it was a lot of special effects, a lot of CGI, too much, and too much humor. A lot of humor.
But it took risks, Jeremy. It took risks.
No.
And that's something that Episode 8 didn't do.
Ah,
Except for 7.
way too
I
colorful
can't
too.
count.
You-
One,
Very
two, three,
bright
4, 5,
movie.
6.
You should just sit out of the
7.
Star Wars talks.
Rogue One. Rogue
Yeah.
One doesn't count.
Rogue One was a really good movie.
I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've sort of just like kind of given up on trying to get into Star Wars.
yeah.
I've watched.
Well,
the
you
first...
you never did to begin with, so it's hard to.
What
Well,
do
you
mean?
think?
I thought you were just
I
not.
bought so a couple years ago. I bought 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and a couple collector's editions, right?
Right.
And I watched the crap out of 4, 5, and 6.
I thought that was
and
last
then-
year.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like a couple years ago, but apparently it was last year.
was last
And then
year.
I watched episode 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, I don't know if I can ever watch another Star Wars movie because
Right.
this was just awful.
Well, if you think out of 8 main storyline Star Wars movie,
Yeah,
only 3 are good. That's not a great ratio.
that's bad.
You know what I mean? Think about it. It's like not
the
a great
3
series.
really good ones keeps building you up that you're like maybe the next
They were
one.
so good
Yeah.
that you still have hope here on out for years that this one's
good
gonna
for
be.
them.
Is it a New Hope?
It,
Well, I don't
although
know.
I
mean,
did like
Disney
The
bought
Force
them out,
Awakens,
so
and I know a
it's-
lot of people say it was
it's
just a
magical.
repeat, but I liked it.
On your mark,
Get set.
get set, and go.
I have had time to play some games. I played Farpoint, the new DLC, PvP.
Versus- Hell yeah.
PvP.
Great.
It was phenomenal. Definitely a should we. All hands, like all in on that one. All hands in.
All hands. All right.
Wait, the baby.
I think it was.
Did your baby just meow?
I think so.
Your baby's a game
Oh,
cat.
I'm gonna have a kitty.
Sorry. man.
You are a furry.
Don't make him spit coffee on me,
Almost
please.
spit coffee on me.
Yeah. So I think PvP is like the most fun you can have in Farpoint at this point.
I think so.
At this point, that was a lot of points. Yes. Yeah, so definitely I can't wait to play against somebody else. I only played against one person, but it was a great time, phenomenal. I had also just recently played God, what did you just make me play?
Counting Plus.
Counting Plus, yes. That yeah, you can just stop that time and I'll just keep talking. How about that?
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about Accounting Plus?
How weird is that?
I think weird is maybe the understatement of the
I'm
year.
going with weird to start.
Okay.
In the very beginning when they just you didn't walk in
I
on
only
this part.
heard it, you know?
You heard.
Sounded
Okay,
cuckoo.
so he was so creepy in the beginning. Like he wanted to like he's about to. I don't know.
Yep.
Like he's having sex or something. He's like, ooh.
Like pretty soon you have to like
like,
show a judge where he touched you. All the time.
and,
Right.
yeah. No, it
Point
was
on the
wicked
doll.
creepy.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what was happening there, and I was like just more annoyed than anything. And then it got into the room with all the filing cabinets and everything, and it was just, I don't know. I personally did not enjoy it, but that was just my take on it.
All right, let's do this real quick. On your market, set, and
Boom.
no, I missed. Go. Sometimes you take the shot, and sometimes you don't. Yeah. So I played some Ultrawings before you guys showed up.
Oh, sweet.
Ultrawings showed up on the Australian store unexpectedly for me because I can't keep up with this stuff. And it's pretty phenomenal. We've been waiting for Ultrawings for a very long time.
Yep.
They've been promising it to us for like months and months and months. At E3, I think they were like, it's coming really soon, and like it's been like 6 months.
Who doesn't want to fly around in a plane?
Right?
But that's
Finally.
the thing. I thought about you immediately as soon as like I'm flipping the levers and stuff, getting the plane started, because it's got like, even though it's like
Sweet.
arcade style,
Yeah.
it's like a little simulation
couple things
slant.
to do.
We got to flick the switches and push this forward and like, okay, now grab the stick and let's go.
Sweet.
And as soon as it started taking off, is when I thought of you. I lifted off the ground and I went, whoa. Right? Because I was like, this is Windlands all over again,
yeah.
but it's
That was
Windlands
fun.
with flight. So
Yeah.
it's like this cartoony world, and the second you pull the what's the stick in an airplane called?
Lever.
The thing that...
It's not the throttle. It's the thing
No.
that pulls you off the ground. The second
Pull
you pull the
the
stick,
We're following you.
the second you pull the stick, you're like, oh my god, I'm like a foot off the ground, and I'm like a
Okey-dokey.
little weirded out. Like my stomach like
That's
did a
awesome.
little bit of a turn,
Yeah.
and as I pulled further up, I kid you not, it felt like my whole couch did one of these. I was like, whoa, this is not a feeling
Wait a minute,
I had
I'm
in VR
actually-
for
yeah.
a very long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's like I said, a cartoony world. So like getting that feeling, like my brain was totally tricked, and I was like, I
In
love
the
this.
cartoon world.
All right.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Like Roger Rabbit shit.
And this is like, and
Right.
so this is a total should we?
Yeah.
Like just if you could see the big smile that was plastered all over my face. Like,
I mean, if
it's
you
like,
watch any what he did, he was laughing
I was
basically the whole
giggling
time.
right the
Yeah.
first time. I was like, this is so funny. And all I was doing, like,
Yeah.
especially the first when you get your first license, all you're doing is like flying through rings, right? It's pilot wings all over again.
That's awesome.
Except in VR, you're like, I'm flying through rings.
Like I'm actually doing it this time.
Question, it's not like Eagle Flight, where it's just like you just keep moving and moving and moving. Is it like that? Or, because...
In what regard?
Well, you know how
constantly
Eagle...
moving, like it doesn't stop, because
Yeah.
it
You
keeps
start up
bringing
on the
you
ground.
back to
But
a
can you
certain
land,
window.
too,
Yeah.
and take off, and, like, you have certain obstacles? Can you crash?
You can crash. You can. I mean, I didn't crash, but like there was a
Oh,
threat
why
of
wouldn't
it.
you try to crash?
Because I was scared to crash.
I know,
I did a
right?
nose
Oh, that
dive
was
toward
like
the
in Windlands,
I did a nose
jumping.
dive toward the water, and
Yeah.
I was like, this
Last
is exciting.
minute.
And then at last minute, I was like, I gotta pull back up. I can't do
I
this.
gotta wanna.
You gotta crash. Wasn't it in
Well,
Dreamscape?
you guys were showing up, and I was like, I have to preview this as much
Yeah.
as possible.
Right? Was
right?
it Dreamscape, that movie Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid?
Stephen King?
With the fucking snake dude at
That's
the end.
Dreamcatcher, isn't it?
Dreamcatcher.
That's
Yes.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
Following
Well,
that
you-
one.
if you die,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of dream movies that if
Yeah.
you die in them, like fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
You die in
know?
real life? Is that the
Yeah.
deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ultra Wings is totally a should we?
Awesome.
I want to say
What,
it's.
what was your? Sorry. Go ahead.
I want to say it's $25.
Okay.
So worth $25.
I think so, because it's
Is
one of
this
those
something
things
you
that
can play over and over again?
I don't know.
How many courses do you have?
So
We
here's
have a
the
lot
thing.
of questions.
I had to stop playing the game because you guys were showing up. So if you have any more questions, go watch my live stream and you'll know everything I know at this point.
Oh, you did a live stream.
If you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the little bell.
No,
It's
he's
been a
gonna,
busy day
Remember
today.
the bell? Hit
The bell.
You'll get
He's gonna make a
notifications about these
YouTube
things.
The Southern
account
Bell.
first.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get a cell phone first.
Also coming this week, we already talked about. No, I don't know what's going on. So should we all around?
Should be all around.
Yeah. More importantly,
Roller Coaster Legends.
Roller Coaster Legends. We'll talk more about Roller Coaster Legends tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But that should be
On
coming
the
out
theater.
soon. On the theater, good point. But just to kind of wrap up the news of the week, the wrap up.
Don't steal her line.
Yeah. Like,
Wrap up the news of the week. It seems like Gungrave and Chainman are both coming to the U.S. very, very soon.
Wow,
I think
finally.
The trophies for both games are already live, so that means they're right around the corner.
Really close,
I think there's going to be a surprise launch like next week or something.
Nice.
And Gungrave was one of my favorites on PlayStation 2. I can't wait to see how this plays in VR. And Chainman, like
We've been talking about him for like 40 episodes now.
It's been a while
it seems
now.
like forever.
Yeah, I think both of these games are out in Japan right now.
Yeah.
And remember the days back in the day where like everything came to Japan first? Back in the Super Nintendo, even
constantly.
PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
And you were lucky
Japan
if
gets
it
it
ever
all.
came over.
And it took like a year.
Yeah.
Right now we're
Like,
like,
I
oh, it's
wanna
out in
play.
Japan. We're probably getting it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, very
Right.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Cool.
And also, real quick here, this is something that popped up recently, like right after our last Gamescast.
Ooh, look at
And
this.
it's that we've got an article here from Upload VR. It said Sony patent reveals possible canceled PlayStation VR glove controllers.
Nice.
Now, this is crazy. Let me read this real quick, all right?
Go for it.
New patents for Sony gave us a slightly better look at its work prototyping a glove controller for the PlayStation VR headset. Earlier this year, we reported that Sony had looked into a glove controller for PlayStation VR and ultimately decided not to progress with it, at least not at the time. These patents, first spotted by NeoGAF member Rusty, wrong page, detailed different kind of glove-based interfaces that could be used with VR headset. However, they were published last year, suggesting these might be the gloves that Sony has since abandoned. So we're talking about one. I'll just keep reading. Whatever. One patent mentions the tech using at least one flex sensor configured to generate flex sensors. I can't read because this printed on top of itself for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's got all these diagrams of all these different things that like the hand would recognize.
Yeah.
From swinging to swords, to holding a gun, to peace sign, rock paper scissors, and then the weird thing is that it actually details this little trackpad right here. It's actually on your thumb that like your finger could access.
Huh.
Now it feels weird because I feel like if there's going to be a trackpad, you'd have it here, and then your thumb could
Then
do
you'd
it like
be
an
able to
analog
instantly do it. Yeah.
Right. But obviously, this is something that Sony's looking into. If they went forward with this design, or if they're going forward with a different design, how exciting would it be?
They're just kind of dabbling in the idea right now.
Right. So like if you had like a little trackpad and gloves, you would have everything you needed. These would be the new Move controllers with analog sticks. Sign the petition. The link's in the description.
Yeah, you want nothing to grasp and look for. It's all right there.
It's all right there.
Yeah.
Right. And so like no buttons.
Yeah.
So like your fingers would do different actions. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or you tapping the trackpad would do different things.
Interesting.
Very curious.
Yeah.
And this gives me a little bit of faith in Sony to be like, all right, you're not just resting on your laurels. You're not just resting on this like 7-8-year-old tech with the Move controls. You're like looking into new
into
possibilities.
something better than
what else can we
redesigning
do?
them.
That's
Yeah.
So that's that. I'm really curious to see where this goes next. I'll hopefully have those images up on the screen so you can see what we're talking about.
Yes.
Neat idea though.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think, Michelle?
I think that about wraps up the wrap up.
It is her line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I refuse to
That's-
keep you from saying it.
That's fine. Thank you very much, as always. I'm Michelle. That's Brian. That's Jeremy. And we'll see you tomorrow for PlayStation VR.
Theater.
Wait, does that give you a wait? You don't have to say it if you.
Theater.
Thank you.
There
Bye, guys.
it is.
I took over your show.
Thank you. Somebody should have a long time ago.
Where'd you get the chairs, by the way?
Amazon.
It's everything.